This is the all-new 2025 BMW X3 30 xDrive. Now, I don't know what BMW is doing with the numbering. They're kind of following what Audi is doing with like the two numbers disconnected from everything else. But nevertheless, this is the base model for North America, and it is the 4-cylinder model. You can also get an M50, which is a 6-cylinder with a lot more power, but today we're going to focus on this one. Under the hood, this one has the brilliant B48 2.0-liter engine. It's a 4-cylinder turbo mild hybrid unit that makes 255 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. It sends power to all four wheels via an 8-speed automatic transmission, and of course it's all-wheel drive with the xDrive BMW system. Prices in Canada start from $58,900. This one, as tested, is $65,950, so it's pretty good value. It's not that expensive. 0 to 100 kilometers an hour is supposed to come in 6.3 seconds, and it comes exactly in 6.3 seconds, and that's not slow. Mind you, those used to be like Impreza WRX kind of numbers. Holy brakes. Top speed is limited to 210 kilometers an hour, and overall, I want you to keep that this drivetrain has been very well calibrated. Throttle response is immediate. How it works with the 48-volt system is very seamless. It's just such a nice vehicle. Like, it picks up, it goes, it's a free revving engine, so it almost feels like it's naturally aspirated. It's strong all the way to the red line, has plenty of torque down low. Honestly, this engine is a gem. Plenty of performance. I, during the week, never thought that it's underpowered at any point. If anything, it picks up and it goes quite well. So no complaints regarding the drivetrain, and actually it's really good on gas too, which is very nice. Our week ends at 8.2 liters per 100 kilometers on average. Yes, it is premium unleaded, but it's not a lot of it. So overall, this drivetrain is fantastic. And now, this is the shocking part. It has a 65-liter tank, so when it's full, it can go over 900 kilometers on a single tank. That is fantastic for something that's not a diesel. Love it. The only thing you can kind of accuse the engine of is a dull sound, but it is a 4-cylinder, so whatever. The brakes now might not have any fancy beefy brake calipers, but they do bite really strong, and despite the dirty roads and winter tires and cold temperatures, 100 to 0 came in 42 meters, which is a really good number. So yes, it's actually really impressive that this car has no M badge on it, but as such, it doesn't have an M Sport suspension, it has no adaptive suspension, but still, it's super planted and it feels great. The steering wheel is a trapezoid shape, but it feels really nice in your hands. The seat support is fantastic, and of course, the chassis tuning is typical BMW, so it never leaves engaging at home. From really low speeds to pretty decent speeds, honestly, this car, truck, SUV, whatever you want to call it, is fun enough to drive. It's like not super exciting, but you know what? It's a BMW, and that pedigree of an enjoyable machine to drive isn't absent. It's still here, and you know what? For something that you're going to drive every day, this thing has the appropriate amount of engaging, and I really like it for that. At the same time, the suspension is pretty comfortable over bumps. The X3 sits 212-ish millimeters above the ground, so it has good ground clearance, and as such, it has pretty good suspension travel. So it can be soft enough. It's a very plush ride, but it's not too soft. It's not disconnected. It is very well balanced between comfort and sport. And honestly, I like the suspension, and what I like mostly about it is that the interior doesn't rattle at all. It's like a very quiet absorption of any imperfection. So honestly, this is a very nice long-distance cruiser. You don't have wind noise, so overall comfort levels are really high in here. If you push really hard at the limit, well, it will grip as hard as it can, it will lean, it will fight understeer. If you really go hard, maybe you can kind of like do like a weight transfer oversteer, but really, this one here specifically isn't made for like complete 100% performance, but at 9/10, it'll be completely fine. This X3, despite not really showing it, is longer and wider than its predecessor, but it's shorter, so it's kind of like lower in general. That translates in very good roominess inside. 5 passengers will sit with ease. It's by no means the most spacious thing ever, but it does have a pretty big trunk, and that makes it a very practical vehicle that also has good ground clearance. Equipment wise, well, you expect this category to have lots of stuff inside and this price point, and it does. Even though this one isn't completely loaded with all the optional packages, it still comes with the latest iDrive, which is version 9. That's the infotainment, of course. It has a very nice sunroof, heated and ventilated front seats. The steering wheel is also heated. It has a beautiful instrument cluster, which is all digital and customizable and perfectly complements the really big screen on the right. It has a beautiful heads-up display, really good cameras, a wireless charger, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a really good Harman Kardon sound system, and the list goes on and on. The one thing I do need to mention is that the rear heated seats are optional here, so they're not standard, but at least you do have USB ports and stuff in the back, so okay. Inside, the design is really nice. I like it a lot. I like what they've done with the ambient lighting and stuff. It's a very interesting triangle thing here at the door, which also integrates the door handle and the memory seats. And it also has a touch-sensitive controller here for the air vent, which is kind of neat. I like that the BMW Orange is available. Thank you very much for that. The materials are mostly high grade. Fit and finish is fantastic. There are just very few minor little details here that I don't like. Like, for example, next to the window controls here, like this seam is a little bit too rough. It kind of makes this feel a bit cheapy, but at least the doors have adequate, the door bins are there. You got good room under the armrest here, which I've filled with garbage at the moment, so let's not look here. Plenty of room for cup holders, phones. Honestly, it's really nice in here. Regarding reliability, which a lot of you are going to question, well, the B48 engine is one of the most reliable units BMW makes. They put it on almost all the vehicles they make. Honestly, it's very reliable. Just keep an eye out on the filter housing, which is plastic and needs to get replaced at some point. And also the new thermostat, which is now called the heat control module, can also lead to some issues, so keep an eye on that also. Is there anything else better out there? Well, you can consider a GLC Mercedes, you can consider an Audi Q5, a Lexus NX, or even Acura RDX. Are any of those vehicles better than this X3? I have to say that stylistically, maybe. If you don't like how this X3 looks, then it is what it is. Nothing we can do about that, or BMW, or whatever. It's, taste is taste. But regarding stuff that I can, evaluate, I have to say, no, this is probably the best SUV you can get for like a premium daily use kind of thing. Honestly, it does everything really well. It's very reliable. I know you're probably laughing, but it's true. And the price point isn't that crazy. So as long as you equip it carefully and smartly, you can keep the price low, like this one at $65. Just add the rear optional heated seats and you're good to go. But is it cool? Well, without an M badge on it, I have to say yes it is. Any reasons to avoid it? Well, I don't really like the door handles on the outside. I kind of prefer the old style like grab handles, but never mind. I don't like the positioning of the rear camera because it gets dirty quite easily now in winter. And again, as I said before, this little harsh seam on the door, it's kind of annoying, but whatever. So all in all, I have to say that I really like this X3. Not from the outside so much, but the inside and drivability and everything is really nice. I would definitely make it a top pick in the category. If you like what you see, then there's very little to hold you from not getting one. So great job, BMW. Excellent X3. Like it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. If you like this video, please remember to share it with your friends, subscribe, leave us a like. Most importantly, till next time, be well. Take care.
Perfect.